Okay, YouTube. I'd like to start off by apologizing for my outburst on the situation, and I should have been able to handle that better. I messed up and let things build up too long, and hoping things would get better, and it just didn't, and it just kept building, and it finally just happened, and I'm not going to sit and make excuses for it, because there was no excuse. I'm not going to dwell on it. I made a mistake letting things build to that point, and there's nothing that I'm gonna say that's gonna make it right. Um, so there's honestly no sense in trying. I just let some things go without dealing with it, because I didn't know how to deal with it. I care about each and every one of you guys who support me in this channel. Anybody who shows me respect, I will give respect. I don't want to go any further into this because I've never been good with words, and so I'm going to leave this alone right now and get back to building models and trying to do what you guys actually come here to see. This is not Facebook, and I'm not Dr. Phil, and yeah, I'm just gonna let that go at that, and thank you guys for sticking with me and supporting my channel. And I'm gonna show you this old build that I did that I'm still really dying to take back apart and do some redo on the paint job, because this car could have been a lot better, and it could have been a lot worse, but at the time it was one of the neatest, cleanest looking engines that I'd ever done. if I knew how to do a slideshow, I could show you some pictures I took of this engine before it was in the car that honestly still surprises me to this day. But it was that Black Rat Corvette kit, and I put it on the Pro Street Corvette Hot Rod Edition. It's pretty much just like the Beretta chassis and the J2000 chassis. When those massive back tires came with the sprint car kits. That color was just me playing around. It was flat black, and then I thinned down some testers, turn signal amber, and sprayed over it, and then hit it with some acrylic lacquer clear. I love the color, but it's got things wrong in it that I don't like. But I really would like to just color sand it, add some more decals to it, and re-clear coat it. I believe would make me satisfied with it. But it done alright, I guess, for the time. And I'll carry you over here and show you where I'm at with this 69 Nova Pro Touring car I'm working at. I'll start here with a chassis. I had to stretch the front chassis. It wasn't quite long enough in the front, so I added spacers to it, and been cleaning it up, mudding it up, and try to make it as strong as I could. And I've fabbed me up some upper rails there, frame supports, and I had to add this little piece at the back here as a filler for the gap that was going to be behind the back bumper underneath. I've got my hood in the final stages of mud work, and I get it all straightened out. I'll come under the bottom and cut it out and clean it all up and do my due diligence under there. I've muddied up the door handle spots and the mirror spot, cut the trunk open. It it turned out to be harder than it was supposed to. And I also had to add a little piece of stiff brass there at the back window because on these Novas, that trunk line is real right up against the back window chrome, and it's very weak once you cut it. And so is this piece right here at the very back. So I had to stiffen this body up so when I go to put the body on the chassis, it don't flex and have a bow in it when you get it together. I've already done about all of the shaving on the wheel tubs and shaping to get the chassis to set up in right that I can really do. The rest will have to be clean up, little detail stuff in the end to just kind of hide whatever little ugly spots is left. And I've came to the conclusion I'm putting this 427 engine with a 3D printed intake, the fuel injection. I'm shortening up the the stacks that were on it, and kind of clean everything up because the intake and all of that stuff came with a 3D printed gasser engine, and I'm converting it over to run in this Pro Touring Nova, and of course here's the wheels and tires. They are RC car wheels, and that's kind of my plan for this thing. And again, I want to apologize for the way I handled that situation, but I just want to apologize to everybody involved in that. I don't like people to see that side of me, but sometimes it just ends up coming out before I realize it. It snowballs into something that it shouldn't have ever been. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate everything, and you guys please have a safe and happy 4th of July, and till the next time, I'm out.